New video from TMZ shows a Delta plane crash landing and flipping on a snowy runway in Canada. Plus, new information about the injuries on board. Well, it could be a major bump in the road to discovery in the Palisades. What could slow the cleanup by several months?
I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I care about whether or not you're a good person.
And Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco makes a big announcement. He's trying to do something no Republican has in California in 20 years. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Pat Harvey. There is new video tonight of a Delta commuter jet crashing in Canada, and it may provide more clues into what happened when a plane with 80 people crashed and burned, and miraculously, no one died. Also tonight, we are hearing for the first time from some of the passengers who survived. KCAL News reporter Tom Wade is here with those interviews and some expert analysis, Tom.
That's right, Pat. Obviously, so soon in this investigation, right? But everybody wants to know, how did this happen and why? We do know 17 people were injured, but it's unclear how serious some of those injuries are. So we're still getting those details coming in. The passengers tonight describing a horrifying scene of people suspended by seat belts in the upside down part of the aircraft, the entire aircraft, but somehow everyone got out alive. Late Monday night, TMZ obtained this video of the Delta regional jet landing. It appears the jet may have slammed hard into the runway, causing the wings to separate as the plane skids down the runway. Seconds later, a large black fireball becomes visible. Passengers recorded the terrifying aftermath.
We just landed. Our plane crashed. It's upside down.
One passenger shows the frantic moments as others scramble to escape the aircraft.
Fire department's on site.
Another passenger took video of herself as she was upside down, held up by her seatbelt, then recorded this message once she made it off the plane.
I was just in a plane crash. Oh my God.
Delta Flight 4819, arriving from Minneapolis at Toronto's Pearson Airport, had 80 people on board, including passengers and crew. Everyone survived, but there were multiple injuries. What caused the crash is unclear. Conditions in Toronto were frigid, and there were wind gusts topping out at 40 miles per hour. Emergency crews raced to the scene in the seconds after the botched landing.
The airplane just crashed. The aircraft is upside down and burning.
One of the passengers on board who recorded the aftermath of the crash, John Nelson, describes how the ordeal played out.
When we hit, it was just a super hard, like I hit the ground, and the plane went sideways, and I believe we skidded like on our side and then flipped over on our back. Where we ended up, there was like a big fireball out this left side of the plane. And when we got finished, it was I was upside down. Everybody else was there as well. It was mass chaos. We kind of let ourselves go and fell to hit the ceiling, which is surreal feeling. And then everybody was just like, get out, get out, get out. We could smell like jet fuel.
Canadian and American authorities will conduct the investigation into how the crash unfolded. But experts say weather may have been a factor. Captain Ross Amer is a retired United Airlines pilot and CEO of Aero Consulting.
We don't know yet, but it's possible that it touched down. The gust of wind either picked up the wing, it's very possible, or if they thought that they were going to depart the end of the runway in a high speed, they may have tried a maneuver we call a ground loop, where you turn the aircraft around before you ran out of the other end of the runway. And that momentum may have flipped the aircraft. You know, you're landing on ice. So anything is possible.
Captain Amer says the flight crew deserves a lot of credit for getting people safely off the aircraft. Toronto airport officials are also praising emergency workers on the ground.
There was no loss of life. And this is in due part to our heroic and trained professionals, our first responders at the airport.
Officials on the ground said 3 people were injured critically, one of them a child. The aircraft is a CRJ 900, which is the same plane, similar plane to the one involved in the mid-air collision near Reagan National Airport on January 29th. Pat?